It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles' superstar wide receiver.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And they go play action with May. Completes this one to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Looking to throw. May. Able to hit his target, Lamb. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's May. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. You look at this Eagle defense. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Eagles at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Well, yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coach,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looking to throw. Alexander. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point this season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Back to throw. Alexander.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down. Alexander. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now out come the Giants. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, May with it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Operating from the gun, Alexander. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. In motion comes the tight end left. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down. Throwing here is May. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards. 21-0 our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's May. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. To the air, May. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders and rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. And a quick throw here, that's complete. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time able to get 3.
It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Giants.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. May now off the bootleg.
That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Back to throw again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Franklin. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1 yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And New York set to take the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And out now come the Eagles.
And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Alexander. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Alexander. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Packers are looking to get back to the playoffs, and they've had a strong first half of the year as they up their mark to 5-2. From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Former number 1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And that one, all even as they play the visiting Bucs. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Looking to throw. Alexander. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run.
And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Alexander. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Alexander. And that will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Looking to throw, May. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
That's good for another Eagle.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Touchdown, Eagles! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles just continue to roll.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw, it's May.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
In motion, the tight end.
From the shotgun, it's May.
It's caught to Charles. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Alexander. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Off the play fake. Alexander. Wide open receiver, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Shifts by him at the 25. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Breaks through the contact.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Throwing here is May. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
To the air, May.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the shotgun, May with it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Charles.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Eagles offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd down and 8. They'll throw with May. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's May. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
1st down, New York.
Here's May.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now they'll run on the draw. Oh, what a move. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
76 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and goal, New York.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. 2nd and 3. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
CeeDee Lamb
from 4 yards out.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Giants' 25.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
108 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point try now for Patterson.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, New York.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Eagles,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.